Welcome back. Let's have a look at a bit of some education matters where public schools are facing the danger of closing early unless the government disburses all the capitation money to sustain learners in schools. Now, this is after it emerged that schools did not receive the full capitation amount in the 2022-2023 financial year, which left schools with a gap of about 5,000 shillings per learner. And the Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association, Indimule, says schools have missed out on these portions of government funding for the second year running.
According to public primary and secondary school principals, the government's failure to disburse the full capitation amount to schools in the 2022-2023 financial year is threatening to push school heads to close earlier than the scheduled dates. Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association Chairperson Kahi Ndemuli says the partial disbursements meant that schools missed out on at least 5,000 shillings per student, adding that similar fate befell schools last year when the total capitation was 4,300 shillings, short of the required allocation per every student.
Now, according to the circular that normally accompanies the disbursement, it did indicate that this was the third quarter of the financial year 2022-2023, meaning therefore schools are expecting the fourth quarter so that we are able to finish the financial year of 2022-2023. As we did mention while in our Mombasa conference, there was still some expected the figure of about 4,000 to be able to get the total 22.
With schools set to close on August 12th for a 3-week August holidays, which ends on August 27th, Indimuli says for smooth running of schools, the funds should have been deposited before the end of the term.
Things are not very easy. Remember, we are now getting into end of term examinations, so schools need to prepare materials for the exams. The term is coming to an end. Salaries are there to be paid.
I can confirm we have paid second term capitation for our primary schools, for our secondary schools, and for junior school. That I can confirm.
The government provides a capitation of 1,420 shillings for every primary school learner, 15,000 shillings for junior secondary, with secondary schools students getting 22,244 shillings each. However, should the report by the Presidential Working Party on education reforms be adopted, schools may see a slight increase in their allocations. This after the Working Party recommended that capitation for pre-primary be 1,170 shillings, primary be increased from the current 1,420 to 2,238, junior secondary 15,043, as secondary school students get an increased allocation of 22,527 from the current 22,244 shillings. Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
So now 100